Bomb Rush Cyberfunk was released on August 18th, 2023. It was developed and published by Team Reptile, who you may know as the creators of Lethal League and Lethal League Blaze. But did Bomb Rush see as much success as Reptile's previous work? The answer is fuck yes. This game is fucking amazing. It's got skateboards and robots and fucking the funkiest beats and graffiti and current events. Did I mention the fucking music? So I played Bomb Rush Cyberfunk a day after the release. All the footage you see in this video is before any patches that they made, so some of the things I mentioned may or may not have been fixed. I'll also not be talking about any spoilers in this video, as I think you should play the game yourself. So let's start with what Bomb Rush Cyberfunk actually is. It's labeled as a stylized 3D action platformer, and I believe this is accurate. The game is heavily inspired by Jet Set Radio, a similar game that was released for the Dreamcast back in the year 2000. Just by comparing the games side by side, you can tell Bomb Rush was going for the exact same style as Jet Set, albeit more modern with their own funk added to it. Don't get it twisted, Bomb Rush is not a Jet Set Radio ripoff, but a love letter. A love letter to the game, to Sega, and to the fans of Jet Set Radio who've been waiting over a decade for a new title, and they did not disappoint. The game's controls are very smooth and modern. It feels great. You have a double jump, a boost, and 3 separate tricks you can do. And if you boost at the same time as a trick, you'll do a unique move that gives you a speed increase. You can also grind on rails, billboards, and lampposts. There's also the graffiti, which has a minigame, and depending on the pattern that you choose, it'll spray different art. I like this a lot more than the minigame in the original Jet Set Radio. Now, what makes Bomb Rush stand out from Jet Set Radio is its inclusion of skateboards and BMX. Including the roller skates, all 3 styles move the same, but they have totally different tricks. Any character can use any style, and each character uses the same moves, but they do have different voice lines. The story of Bomb Rush Cyberfunk is actually really good. It has twists that I wasn't expecting, with a message at the end that encompasses the whole theme of the game. Staying true to your roots and not being afraid of who you are. Own that shit. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about spoilers, but I'll give you the premise of the game. In the fictional city of New Amsterdam, human implant technology has advanced to the point where humans are capable of switching body parts, both organically and cybernetically, at will. New Amsterdam is known for its writers, a term used for graffiti artists. These writers vandalize all over the city to become All City, a term for someone who's painted all over the city, making their name known throughout. 3 legends, DJ Cyber, Foe, and Felix, are the 3 greatest writers in the city, Felix being most known for going All City solo and not using a boost pack, but mysteriously vanishing, causing the city to fall into chaos. Writers all over want to become All City to make their name known. This is where we meet the up-and-coming crew, the Bomb Rush crew. Like I said, it's very interesting, and the twists even more so. New Amsterdam is a huge city featuring 5 sections, not including your hideout and the hub area that connects everything, with each section having a different theme and gang. The gameplay loop is simple. Go to a new area, spray your crew's graffiti all over the rival gang's graffiti until you have enough rep to challenge them. If you win, you claim the area. If not, you can just try again. But as you graffiti, the police will take notice, and you'll gain heat. The higher the heat, the more police will throw at you, from turrets to armored police to fucking attack helicopters and mechs. It gets pretty wild. While we're on the topic of the police in this game, I'd like to talk about some of the negatives I had while playing. In my opinion, I think the police are a bit much. It's very easy to attract heat in this game, and only getting 2 stars gets the turrets on you, which can get pretty annoying. The police in general become quickly overwhelming, which is probably the point. In order to counter this, the game has bathrooms all over the city, which you can go in to change outfits. Changing outfits not only swaps your color palette, but it removes all heat. So the idea of changing outfits to ditch the cops is cool, and I think both this and changing the characters are unique. To change characters, you need to find these checkered floors that can be found anywhere throughout the city. You need to dance on them. The system of going to specific spots to change outfits or characters is really cool in my opinion, but I wish they would be marked on the map. In the beginning of the game, when you don't know the city, it can be frustrating trying to find these small bathrooms tucked away in corners of the map while you have 20 cops up your ass. But to be honest, I think that's my only gripe with the game. I've heard people complaining about the camera being wonky at times, which I believe, fortunately, never had to deal with. I think Bomb Rush Cyberfunk is a perfect game, and the community seems to agree. I've seen nothing but overwhelming support for this game and the devs, and I hope we see a sequel or expansion DLC sometime in the future. Once again, I highly recommend you go buy the game. I'll leave a link to the Steam page in the description below. And let me know your thoughts and opinions about the game in the comments. I'm curious if you guys agree or disagree with anything that I said. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, and I'm not going to promise to upload more, as this is just fun for me. I will say though, I'm working on a much longer video about Neon White. I don't know when that'll be out, but I've started the script and I've been capturing footage. I also started a podcast with my two friends, Arkery and Mac. It features the three of us and sometimes a guest, and we just talk, talk about games, anime, movies, whatever. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link to our latest episode as well as our Twitter in the description below. Take it easy.